This is the TV review I know I've been looking forward to all year, and I hope you were too. Of course, I'm talking about the LG C2 OLED TV, the latest edition of the C-Series OLED collection, which has truly become kind of the gold standard for OLED TVs over the years. So is the C2, which is now outfitted with OLED Evo, once again top dog for OLED technology? Mostly, yeah. What you'll get is an impressive display panel, but a premium design, maximum versatility, and great smart TV platform hit all the high marks. What's more, this C-Series lineup is LG's largest in terms of size options. The configurations span from 42 to 83 inches, all of which sport full arrays of HDMI 2.1 ports. The one thing that I'll say is our test results for this LG C2 OLED TV didn't show significant improvement even with the addition of the Evo panel, but to be fair, there really wasn't much room to improve. Instead, what makes this one of the best TVs of the year, if not the best TV overall, is that it's exactly what you'd expect from a premium OLED TV. So let's go take a closer look. The LG C2 OLED we tested is the 65-inch configuration that costs $24.99, but the sizes extend from 42 to 83 inches. The 42-inch size and 49-inch sizes don't have the Evo panel, but all the larger sizes should more or less be reflected in my experience here. That starts with design. This is a familiar yet stunning piece of hardware. The panel itself is so incredibly thin, measuring just 0.1 inches across the top half of the TV. The component compartment extends out on the bottom half of the back chassis, but it's still very sleek overall. A central stand keeps the set secure atop a table or console, though it can also be hung up on the wall with a VESA mount. This flexibility could be a reason to buy the C2 over the LG G2 TV, since the G2 doesn't come with feet and needs to be installed with a proprietary mount. Back here, you'll see the LG C2 OLED TV has 4 HDMI inputs. All 4 of those are HDMI 2.1 supporting 4K at 120Hz with 1 HDMI enhanced audio return channel. If you have a Blu-ray player, soundbar, and gaming console, the full array of 2.1 inputs comes in handy. These HDMI ports support variable refresh rate and auto low latency mode, leveraging the next-gen graphic abilities of the PS5 and Xbox Series X. The one thing that's perhaps missing connectivity-wise is a built-in ATSC 3.0 tuner. That tuner gets you 4K over-the-air broadcast via next-gen TV. That's not really a big deal right now since only select markets have next-gen TV, but support is likely to expand in the coming years. What you get now, performance-wise, is the LG C2 OLED TV's upscaling powered by the Alpha 9 Gen 5 processor 4K with the addition of OLED Evo, promising better and brighter picture overall. Now, we found Evo fell short of its promises when it debuted last year on the LG G1 OLED, so we went into this review with some tempered expectations, and that was probably a good thing. The numbers across the board weren't huge improvements by any means year over year, yet the results are still truly some of the best in class. Color accuracy is a highlight of the C2 OLED TV, with the set earning a 1.7 Delta E score. The LG G2 OLED TV is slightly more accurate with a 1.3 score, and the C1 OLED TV actually had a 1.5 Delta E rating, but anything under 2 can't really be differentiated by the average viewer. The LG C2 also provides an impressively wide color gamut, producing about 134% of the Rec. 709 color space, surpassing the basic color standard by a significant margin. The results are basically the same as last year's G1 and C1 OLED TVs, though we've rarely seen this score surpassed. Only the new Samsung S95B OLED TV tested a tick better with a coverage of about 140%. The only performance shortcoming perhaps was brightness. In our test, the LG C2 OLED was able to reach exactly 800 nits in standard mode with HDR content. That's actually very, very good for an OLED TV, but when we retested the LG C1 OLED from last year, we were able to get 749 nits in the same 10% window. These results also aren't as bright as the new LG G2 OLED TVs, especially having seen the two TVs side by side earlier this year. Then again, the LG G2 OLED TV is LG's brightest OLED TV ever and more expensive. Finally, the LG C2 OLED TV scored a lag time of 12.9 milliseconds. That's about as good as you'll see from a premium TV, making the C2 OLED one of the best gaming TVs. The 42-inch configuration makes a case for replacing your gaming monitor, but even the 65-inch size would make for great console play. While we're talking about gaming, LG's Game Optimizer menu was already one of our favorite TV gaming tools out there, but now it supports a darkroom mode and a new preset for sports gaming. The LG C2 supports NVIDIA G-Sync and AMD FreeSync as well. As for more of an anecdotal experience, I really enjoyed watching the mirror dimension scene in Spider-Man No Way Home. The color of Peter's suits and Doctor Strange's cape looked exceptionally rich. Even with all the chaotic motion, the clarity of the two heroes easily captured my attention. Speaking of motion, watching Top Gun Maverick, we were blown away with the motion handling of the speeding fighter jets. No details are lost in scenes that, as we know, were shot with actual flying jets. Those jets also made for good audio testing. The LG C2 OLED TV's internal speakers are actually upgraded from 5.1.2 channel to 7.1.2 channel sound. We can't say we noticed a huge difference, but LG's built-in OLED speakers tend to be quite good thanks to Dolby Atmos support and an AI sound feature that creates a more immersive soundscape. As far as an OLED goes with audio, this is pretty full-bodied and very capable. Still, with how thin this TV is, there's only so much space for audio to shine. If you're looking to have a complete entertainment experience, you might want to pick up one of the best soundbars. Those will get you the best sound performance possible. All LG 2022 TVs ship with WebOS 22, an interface that gathers content on a whole-screen homepage. This interface feels mostly the same from last year's OLED TVs, but with added user profiles for curating recommendations and keeping each user's relevant content in reach. The content available includes many of the best streaming services and a lot of free streaming services as well. We could watch House of the Dragon on HBO Max, She-Hulk on Disney+, and The Bear on Hulu. Searching clips on YouTube and launching workouts on Peloton are both possible as well. When nothing's being watched, the LG 22 TV Always Ready tool is an ambient mode that displays art, photos, or a music player. Rival Samsung has mastered the ambient mode, and even more so with the latest, the Frame, so clearly LG cares about creating a comparable option. The LG C2 OLED TV remote, dubbed the Magic Remote, is mostly unchanged from previous years, offering a streamlined experience despite sporting more buttons than some other TV remotes from top TV brands. You can navigate with buttons or by wireless cursor using motion controls, a feature that feels like it's straight from the Nintendo Wii. The remote features these soft touch buttons, including the familiar controls, as well as Google Assistant and Alexa launchers, and a microphone indicator. It also offers dedicated launches from Netflix, Disney+, and Prime Video, so if you use these services frequently, it's pretty great to have that quick access. Of all the TVs to hit our bench this year, the LG C2 OLED TV is the new standard for comparison. It has mostly everything we want to see from a premium OLED TV. The style, the performance, the smart TV platform, and more are all pretty much perfect. As much as the LG G2 OLED TV is a spectacle of a set, it's a bit fussy needing professional installation, and it doesn't make as good of a gaming TV. Plus, it's several $100s more than the C2. That's why the LG C2 is the OLED TV most people will want to get this year. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the LG C2 OLED TV. You can hit me up for any questions on Twitter at Kate Kozich, but you can also check out Tom's Guide on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Tom's Guide, where we share lots of TV reviews, news, content, and more. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.